So everybody, my name is Harry James. Plenty to talk about. A big weekend and not only for Sooner football, but for the Selmons in OU football. That's right, they're going to do the groundbreaking for the new statue for the Selmons. I'll tell you where the groundbreaking is going to be and how you can be a part of it Saturday. But before we get to there, we'll talk Kansas State. Which brings us to our Sooner Stumper of the Week. Since 2012, what is Kansas State's record in Norman in the last decade from 2012 to 2022? And there have been 6 meetings in those years. 6 of the 10 meetings have been in Norman. What is OU's record in those games? Tell you, plus the Selma statue, and we'll preview Oklahoma, Kansas State. All that and more in this very exciting edition of the Oklahoma Sooner Preview Show. Featuring the Kansas State Wildcats. Not the Mildcats, the Wildcats. All that and more next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Show everybody. I think you guys know me. I'm Harry James. Alright, now let's start with the Sooner Stumper. And it is since 2012 in that 10-year reign of a decade. What is Kansas State's record in Norman? And their clue is that there had been 6 games. Actually, it's 3-3. It's dead even. 500. But we all know the overall series goes to Oklahoma. And the overall series looks like this. Looks like it's 77, 21, and 4 in the 77% Oklahoma ranking. Completion percent, winning percentage. What am I thinking? Last Kansas State win was one of those... Actually, one of those 3 home losses in the 6 games. Of course, Sooner fans will remember this one because of the COVID year. But they did come out here and they did beat us with a final score of 38-35 in Norman. Sooner fans, though, not as impressed. Looked as impressive, but really just the defense just really didn't play well tackling. Still won the game though last year, 2021. 37-31. Pre-game festivities. Now, we'll get into the Selman deal a little later. Right now, under normal circumstances, here's normally what they look like. The sports animal, that's WWLS, the sports animal, Jim Traver, Al Ashback, those guys. There's actually a trailer that's set out just in front of the O'Connell's there in Norman. That's Jim. That's Al. That's the sports animal. That's right there. Across the street, where it's a little cooler inside, is the Ref Network. Balfour of Norman is the official store name. They're there, right on Campus Corner. They are also split, so they do half of their shows there, and the other half is done at their over there by the Hertz Donuts in the ASP parking lot there on Campus Corner. Gotta hit that P really hard. Also, the franchise, who used to be in that spot, now they are, you want to say, a lot closer to the stadium. In fact, if you want to go to the stadium of the Switzer Center, they're on the complete other side of the football field. That is on the north side of the stadium. Part of the Party at the Palace party. They are there before Toby and those guys take over at that same spot for the Sooner football tailgate show. Their part of the Sooner Radio Network. So all that is what you would normally get on a normal Saturday. This is not no typical normal Saturday, people. There's also this going on. I got it here on my phone. I apologize, but I have to read it because it just came out the other day. Looks like there will be a ceremony for the brothers, Lucius, Dewey, and Leroy, on Saturday, September 24th, before the Oklahoma game versus Kansas State at 3:30 at the southeast corner of Jenkins and Brooks, at the Jenkins and Brook intersection near the northeast corner of the stadium called Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium. All that, plus your tailgating experiences, will all happen Saturday, September 24th, 7 p.m. Night game day, everybody. Fireworks and all. National Fox Radio broadcast team. Or you can listen to that aforementioned Sooner Radio Network that we mentioned earlier. They will for sure feature Toby Rowland, the play-by-play analyst for the football team, also calls basketball and baseball for the Sooners, and is part of the KREF family from 6 to 9, Monday through Friday. Also part of the KREF family, Teddy Lehman, the color analyst for the Sooners, and is part of the KREF family from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. The sideline reporter, Big 12 Today, Sirius XM Channel 375, does it from 3 to 5. He is the former guard center for the Sooners, Gabe Eichard. He's on the broadcast team with the main sideline guy, the planker himself, Chris Plank. KREF member in his own right, 9 to 11, Monday through Friday. And when you don't listen to that, you can listen to him on the weekends nationally from 10 to 1 on the weekends. So that's what you need to know, the dates, the times, the broadcast team. Now let's talk about the teams themselves, and we'll start with the undefeated Oklahoma Sooners and their undefeated coach, Brent Venables, in his first year at Oklahoma with a 3-0 record, 0-0 conference record, and 0-0 bowl record. Divisional titles since the tradition started up again in 2000. That is 8 divisional championships. 2000, 2002, 2003, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10. And when they brought back the Big 12 championship, they won the first 4 since the rebirth in 17, 18, 19, and 20. And have won 13 rings, baby. Count them all. 13. 2020, 02, 04, 06, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Speaking of all those, in the 12, that is a second one of the losses to Kansas State head-to-head, but both teams, one loss, both got the championship. The streak did, however, come to an end last year in 2021, but it wasn't a horrible year for the Sooners. 11-2, 7-2 in conference play, tied with Baylor in second place, but Baylor got the invite to the Big 12 Championship, sending Oklahoma to the Alamo Bowl and taking down some Duckies on the way. They did some duck hunting of their own, 47-32 the final in the Alamo Bowl over the Oregon Ducks. But you know what? Let's forget about Lincoln in 2022. Or 2021. Let's talk about 2022. Bring on 2022, where Oklahoma averages offensively 42.3 points per ball game and 500.7 yards a ball game, while they only surrender 10.0 points per ball game and 312 yards per ball game in 2022, including a 3-0 record to start off. Started it off in Norman against the University of Texas El Paso with a 45-13 win there. They then played Kent State 33-3 in Norman, and then got their first road win in the Brent Venables era with a 49-14 victory over Nebraska in Lincoln. So that's what they look like there. Now let's talk about the Wildcats of Kansas State. With their coach, Chris Klieman, 1990, graduate from Northern Iowa. A lot of coaching history here, guys. Was at 2005 was at Loras, Loras, a Division III school, where he was just 3-7 with 30% completion rating, and 2-6 has 25% completion rating. Now, Loras was part of the Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference in Division III. After that, though, that's when it took off for him. Took the assistant route for a couple of years until 2014, where from 2014 to 2018, he was part of one of, if not the best football teams in FCS. That would be the North Dakota State Bison, or Bison, whichever one you prefer. Overall, 69-6 there in North Dakota State, 92% winning clip, part of the Missouri Valley Conference, where he had a 36-4 record there, 90% there. FCS playoff rankings, 18-1. That includes three straight FCS championships in 14, 15, 17, and 18. So 4 FCS championships in that time, guys. That's pretty impressive. And that 16 guys, that 16 year, they lost in the semifinals. They lost in the finals, the final game of the season. So they basically made it to the national championship in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's pretty good. Why not 19? I'll tell you why not 19. 19 is when he came to Kansas State and took over there. Where there he is 22 for 17 in 39 games now. 39 games now. With a completion rating of 58% in non-conference or overall. In non-conference, here we go in non-conference action. 13-14, that's 48%, and including a tied 1-1 clip, 50% clip in bowl records at Kansas State. Divisional titles since 2000, when Stoops got to Norman and kind of evened out the series and evened out the conference, at least in Oklahoma's perspective. They've had 4 divisional championships. 98, 99, 2003. Now remember, 99. They actually 98 was the year that they lost to A&M. Mike was on that coaching staff. Came over to Oklahoma, and in 99, the next year, they did get back. They would have gotten back if it weren't for Nebraska. That's right, Nebraska. Remember when Nebraska was good? Nebraska won the league in 1999 with Kansas State. Nebraska went to the Big 12 championships because of the outright title. 2000, Kansas State won. They tied with Nebraska again, but Kansas State won the outright title and did it that way. Conference championship history, 2 of them. 2003 and 2012. Now remember, Oklahoma had a little bit of something to do with both of those games. The 03 game, we all remember what happened there in Manhattan, in Kansas City. And then the 2012 game in Norman, Oklahoma involved in both of those. For 2021, though, 8-5, 4-5 in Big 12 play. Tied with West Virginia in the Big 12 record-wise at 4-5. But they did get to a bowl game, pretty good bowl game, where they took out their frustrations over a losing conference record, and they took out those frustrations on LSU. The LSU. Louisiana State did that in the Texas Bowl, 42-20. But you know what? You don't want to talk about 2021 anymore, guys. Let's talk about the Deuces, 2022, the Double Deuce. Offensively, Kansas State officiates, offensively scoring about 28.0 points per ball game. And they gained 354.7 yards per ball game. Wow. They surrendered just 9.7 points per ball game and 276.0 yards per ball game on defense. 2022 has sent Kansas State to a 2-1 overall record, 0-0 in league play. They did get the first 2 wins of the season. Got a 34-0 shutout out of South Dakota, so they got the win there. They then played their old buddies of Missouri, played them in Manhattan, got a big 42-21 win there. But just the other day, yesterday, Tulane got them. That's right, that same Tulane that came into Norman and played us pretty well last year. They went into Manhattan and they took down another big dog in big time Power 5 football. Did it this time with a final of 17-10 in Manhattan. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You know what to do. You can watch this and all my other videos on the YouTube Boomer Sooner 1982. Also, Facebook Harry James Taylor, or on my Twitter handle @HypeManHarry. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Don't forget about the Selman statue presentation this Saturday, guys, on the corner of Jenkins and Brooks intersection. The scheduled time, oh, by the way, it's free of charge if I didn't say that the first time around. Free of charge, open to the public, I should say, scheduled for a 3:30 ceremony. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Boomer Sooner, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace!